UFC 308 is upon us, ladies and gentlemen. It is a massive card, one of the absolute best ones, bro. Right? We've got Ilia Topuria, the current featherweight champion, defending his title against Max Blessed Holloway. You know, we've got Khamzat Chimaev facing off against Robert Whittaker. And of course, one of the matches on the card is Geoff Neal versus Rafael Dos Anjos. And we're using Geoff Neal today. Now, these two guys are actually on a 2-fight losing streak. Geoff Neal got submitted by Shavkat Rakhmonov, and I don't remember what his last fight is. And RDA lost a unanimous decision to Vicente Luque, and also lost to Mateusz Gamrot. So these two guys, 2-fight losing streak. They definitely need a win, and they're going to be fighting like they absolutely need a win. I don't know if it's the first time these two men have had 2-fight losing streaks. I think so. Definitely for RDA. Although I might be drawing a blank completely. Yeah. It's a very interesting match. Anytime RDA is in the octagon, it's an interesting match. He brings he's one of the OGs, right? Especially when it comes to MMA. He mixes the martial arts very, very well. And I think he'll be watching that fight he'll be watching Geoff Neal's fight versus Shavkat Rakhmonov for inspiration. Shavkat, of course, rear naked choked Geoff Neal. And the rear naked choke is one of RDA's specialty. He's won quite a few fights with that. Just chokes in general. Very, very good. He choked out Brian Barberina, although it was more of like a neck crank. But hey, in MMA, bro, who cares? I get rocked right there. And of course, his beautiful arm triangle against Neil Magny. That was a very good one. RDA he's always game, and RDA has fought everybody. You know, he's been in there with the absolute best fighters on the planet. Anthony Showtime Pettis, Donald Cowboy Cerrone, Khabib, Robbie Lawler. I'm pretty sure I'm forgetting quite a few names, but he has fought everybody, man. Okay, he's going to the body. Let's see here. Okay. Wow. Oh, wow. He just stole this round. Excuse me. He just stole this round from me. Good shit. Good shit. That was a good head kick. Very good head kick into this like combo that he used to drop me right there. That works. Yeah, so man, we'll be doing quite a few fighter showcases, man. The videos might go from like 2 videos a day to 4. Who knows? Because I'm still doing I cannot believe you let me get that. I'm still doing the Undisputed Career mode, so we're gonna be busy this week. It's gonna be a very busy week, but you know, I like being busy. I like when there's stuff to do like this. It's a good problem to have, I'll say. Right now, things don't feel dry, you know? Although, I feel like it's only a matter of time before it gets dry again. But it's nice when there's stuff going on, right? There's a big fight card. A new game just dropped. You know, EA dropping alter egos. It's nice when you look around you and there's a lot to do. You just don't have the time. I say that's always been my dream. Is like, imagine a situation where like, actually, don't imagine. There we go. There we go. Right now, what we're both doing is just trying to see who will leave an opening. And if... There we go. There we go. I was going to say, whoever finds an opening, I'm going to start. There we go. I was about to say, I'm going to start backstepping him. Because he wants to play this like stand in front of each other game. There we go. And a lot of times when you play this game, that's when that backstep becomes money. You let them throw. Oh! Let them throw. You backstep. Counter them. Let's poke him and get him to throw. Just like that, baby. Yeah. Yeah. You got to be careful with that game, bro. That, like, anytime you're standing right directly in front of each other and playing this, like, Muay Thai style game where, like, the fight is just happening completely, you know, stuck in the mud and we're just, like, standing our ground and just staring at each other, that's when that backstep becomes very potent. And if you're facing someone that knows or that remembers to do it, they can poke you, poke you, poke you. You go to throw, because you're mostly throwing stationary combinations, they can perform a short backstep, which is also dependent on the fighter locomotion and animation the fighter actually has. Some backsteps are not as good as others. Geoff Neal's backstep is actually good. When you perform that backstep, they whiff, boom, you can stab them in the face. If they know what they're doing, once they see you perform that backstep, they'll move their head, right, to try to avoid whatever you're throwing right back at them. But a lot of times you can actually catch them off guard with that backstep and they're not anticipating it. And it's like, whoa, he's backstepping, like shit. But look at that giant gash on the forehead right there. Very good, Hands of Steel. Let's try to do one more fight. Worried about this one. This guy immediately went Kamaru Usman, which means he wants to grapple with me. Or maybe he doesn't. Very, very annoying. When I tell you guys, it is really, really difficult finding matches sometimes in this game, dude. It's still one of the most annoying aspects of trying to play ranked. And there's certain weight classes that are just way, way hard. Like, I know when it's time to do the light heavyweight matches, it's gonna be just a major problem actually finding a fight, right? And you've got two fights, because he's rocked. You got two fights in the light heavyweight division that we're gonna have to do. You've got Magomed Ankalaev and you've got Rakesh. You know, you gotta try to get showcases for those matches, and we're talking like at least 2 fights each. That's 4 times the game has to give me light heavyweight, and I'm not holding my breath. So I thought this guy was going to try to grapple me, but it looks like he's just trying to kickbox completely with Kamaru Usman, which is okay. Usman definitely has showcased his kickboxing in the octagon. In his fight against Jorge Masvidal, the second fight, I mean, he put Masvidal away. But also in his matches against Colby Covington, sit down, boy. And his fights against Colby, where none of them really wanted to spend the energy trying to wrestle the other, which is very interesting, right? It's like, this is what these guys do. But it's interesting how you only really see that for grappling, and it's just because he shoots. You know what I'm saying? Like, you only really see that when it comes to grappling. We don't see 2 really good strikers say, oh, we're not going to mess around with each other striking, man. We're just going to grapple. We're going to grapple each other. No. When 2 strikers meet, it's like, yes, fuck yeah. Let's go. Let's go. We're going to stand and duke it out, right? Israel versus Poatan. Every chance they got, they stood there striking with each other. Although in the first fight, Israel did take him down. But you get my point. For some reason, most times when you have two really good grapplers, especially if they're wrestlers, they just don't. They really don't wrestle each other. Unless we're talking about these Dagestanis. Now they are different. They're different, man. These Russians, they're different. They are different. If they match up with each other and you're a grappler, I'm a grappler, they will grapple. They will test each other right there. Because these guys, like, they have so much cardio. It's what they do all day long. Or if you're like Marab, for example, right? But yeah, it always also seems like there's always one wrestler that just doesn't want to try to spend the energy doing it. You know, like John Jones versus Rashad Evans, for example. I was really hoping to see a lot of wrestling in that match. I really was, but like Rashad barely shot on John Jones, and John Jones barely tried to take him down. GG's. Jones versus DC. You know, Jones and DC definitely tried taking each other down. John was able to take DC down more than DC was. But a vast majority of the first fight was contested in the clinch. They were just like leaning on each other. Second fight, John was trying to get back to some clinch fighting, but DC was like, hell no. I don't want to have nothing to do with you clinching. DC was even talking about it. He was like, man, if he can't lean on me, I'm going to beat him. So DC was more like on the I want to strike with John Jones. And of course, they spent most of the time striking on the feet before John stopped them. How did I get into this topic again? I really don't remember, but, you know, oh well. One thing's for sure, Hamzat Chimaev is going to try to wrestle with Robert Whittaker. He will, 100%. And I'm very curious to see how that's going to play out. I mean, this whole entire card is just a banging, absolutely fun card. I cannot wait to see it. But yeah, that's going to do it for Geoff Hands of Steel Neal. Try to do something with the thumbnail. And hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like on it. And I'll see you boys later. Peace out. Have a good one.